Huh? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck is that? Fuck. Alrighty, Yanfei, the Reaper of my wallet. She makes people go mental because her rates are evil. Since this game's a devil, that it's almost illegal. So if you don't want to get shafted like I did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed to this channel, and you can always unsubscribe whenever you change your mind.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
Moving on to elemental abilities, elemental skill, instant fine tickets. Yanfei explodes and instantly gains 3 fine tickets, making sure that the enemy feels the greatest amount of pain for being illegal. Elemental burst, infinite fine tickets. Yanfei explodes and instantly gains 3 fine tickets, but also gains fine tickets over time for 15 seconds, so you can mark things. Okay guys, I think it's fair to say that Geobishops are now illegal. Yeah, no one likes these guys. I don't think we need them in the game. Yeah, it's in Yanfei's book now. They're illegal. Yeah, get the out. Now for passive talents. Passive 1. Guess what the name is? Fine tickets. Yanfei gains fine tickets whenever her attacks hits an enemy. The more fine tickets she has, the more damage she does with her charge attack, marking the enemy illegal. Passive 2. 2 life sentences. When Yanfei's charge attack crits, she will deal additional instance of charge attack equal to 80% of her attack stat. This damage is also counted as charge attack damage. Passive 3. Asian Resource GPU. Displays the location of a nearby Liyue resource. Okay, boars are now illegal.
Objection! Objection! Hold it!
Moving on to Constellations. Constellation 1, I wish I had this. Each fine ticket reduces your stamina consumption for your charge attack by 10%. Constellation 2, God, I wish I had this. Yanfei's crit rate goes up by 20% when the HP of the enemy is below 50%. Constellation 3, instant fine ticket is almost illegal. Constellation 4, God, I really want this. When Yanfei uses infinite tickets, Yanfei creates a pyro shield based on 45% of Yanfei's max HP. Constellation 5, instant ticket is almost illegal. Constellation 6, extra ticket, you gain an extra ticket. Moving on to artifacts. Yanfei is a pretty basic pyro DPS, so your build should be attack for hourglass, pyro damage bonus for goblet, crit rate or crit damage for your circlet, and if your build is any different than that, then that's illegal. For substats, crit damage is nice, but I think focusing on crit rate isn't a horrible idea either, since your crit charge attack will cast another charge attack, keeping up the consistency. But if you have cryo resonance and Constellation 2, then I guess this won't be a big issue. Moving on to P-sets. For beginners, berserkers, instructors, all goes well, but I think the best choice is probably martial arts, raising her normal and charge attack damage. For endgame, the 4-piece witch is probably the best farmable artifact, much more efficient if you use reactions. Bull light set will also work if you have a shield unit or Constellation 4, but my issue with this artifact is that you need to have a shield active to receive this 40% buff. I think the 4-piece troop set is the more consistent choice out of all of them, since there aren't any requirements needed for any of their buffs. But since farming for troop set is an incredible pain to your resin, it's basically illegal, so don't worry about it. Now for weapons, starting with 5 stars. Lost Prayer, pretty darn good if Yanfei stays in the battlefield for a long time. Memory of Dust, great if Yanfei stays inside a shield. Skyward Atlas just does a lot of damage without doing anything. Moving on to 4 stars. Credit Card Ball raises crit rate, ability raises elemental damage, but requires your money. The Wits raises crit damage, ability gives random buffs which Yanfei can take advantage of. This is my personal favorite. Black Cliff, crit damage, the more you kill the better, but needs star glitter. If you compare this weapon to the Wits, I probably choose the Wits. Royal, again from my countless video, Timmie of all weapons, it should be illegal, but unfortunately it might be okay with Yanfei. Yeah. Sacrificial, probably a pass, since I don't think Yanfei needs energy recharge, nor does she need a reset on her instant tickets. Wine and Song, if you like to sprint then yes, but again, energy recharge, you don't need it. Eye of Perception, I hate this weapon. It gives me PTSD from the shaft, but unfortunately it's pretty decent. Favonius, again, just energy recharge, but probably you don't need it. For free-to-play weapons, Mappa Mare, pretty decent. Elemental Mastery raises reaction damage, ability raises reaction damage as well. Probably my #1 choice for a free-to-play. Prototype, probably not. Then Dragon Spine if you really want to, but I think Mappa is probably better. And most of the Dragon Spine weapons are illegal. Now for teams. The thing about Yanfei is that she's a selfish DPS, since these fine tickets just disappear as soon as you switch out. You probably want to activate most of the abilities beforehand to maximize consistency. So, for Melt, I personally like using Kaya to constantly apply Cryo. If you want Vaporize, Xingqiu is always going to be your #1 option for consistent Hydro application, and if you're ever thinking about using Overload, I would probably consider that illegal, because who uses Overload? Just kidding, Overload is amazing with Yanfei. She's ranged, so it works amazingly. Probably recommend Fischl for this. For heals, choose whatever you want, but I would probably choose between these two for Resonance. The last spot can probably be filled with whatever you want or need. I would recommend any of these Archons, but since not everyone has those Archons, I'd probably recommend a shield unit or any animal unit for CC. You can even use Ningguang whenever your stamina runs out, but if you don't have her, it's not your fault. It's the game's fault for featuring her only 2 times since the release of the game, which is illegal. So how the do you play Yanfei? Well, you see, like I said before, she's selfish, which is why it took me a lot of money to summon for her, which should be illegal, but she's easy to play if you get the hang of it. So some tips, I guess. #1, use everyone's abilities before you start attacking with Yanfei. This one is pretty simple. You need those fine tickets to maximize your damage and even conserve stamina if you have her C1. So make sure to spam all your abilities beforehand so Yanfei can mark these cunts illegal. #2, try to cancel her attacks. Jay, what? That's illegal! Listen, so whenever you use your burst, Yanfei passively gains those tickets without attacking. So when you reach 2 tickets, you can charge attack, and then the last ticket will be generated for you while you're charge attacking. Smart.
Right.
But yeah, pretty simple character, and based on the money I spent to get 1 copy, it better be easy to play or else it's illegal.